Rogue Legacy. Bring it up here in Steam. And of course, play it with the gamepad because, well, it's a platformer. So I'm going to use this character here. Dwarfism is actually really powerful, so is OCD. Dwarfism, your attack range is reduced, but you're a much smaller target, and you can get into a lot of passageways that the normal sized characters can't. On top of that, OCD allows you to regain magic from destroying just objects in the area. So before I confirm this character, I'm going to get Rogue Legacy properly shown here. Scale it a little bit. There we go. Alright. Time to do some Rogue Legacy. So, I'll just show the other choices real quick. So, this character is a spell sword, which is also a class I like. They also have OCD. Baldness doesn't really do anything one way or another. And Ambivalence, that one's really interesting because spells come out the back instead of the front. Cool, thanks Raven, I'll check that out. The Hokage, their ability is that they shoot forward when you press triangle. It costs a little bit of magic. So that, in conjunction with the spells coming out the back, could actually be really fortuitous for this character. However, I have made my decision. Oh, not quite. What do I really want to get? I guess there's no harm in getting my defense up. So now one of the things that's really cool is you not only choose which equipment, and there's progressions of equipment that you find while you play through the game, but then there's also the option here for different runes that you can equip that give you extra effects like life drain or being able to double jump and triple jump and dash and all of that sort of stuff. So part of it is when you pick the character and whatever attributes they have, you can equip them in a way that will maximize their capabilities. Now, as a Lich King, as I kill things, my mana pool increases, and I can, or my, I believe it's actually my health pool that increases. Then I can press triangle and swap my health in my mana pool. Not really anything to do there. High road or the low road, I can take either one. Just adjust my window here. Okay. Now, the way the game is configured, each of the cells, each room, has a lot of different variation. What items and decorations can be in it. A lot of them can have treasure chests, but you always do. Which enemies, and then the enemies can be a really big variation factor. Instead of a turret up there and one of these guys that I'm trying to get past here, it could be a completely different configuration of enemies, but it'll be enemies that appear in this realm. Like I'm not going to see the real tough enemies from further else in the game, further down, further sideways, etc. In the starting zone here, so there's at least some predictability. Man, that was in really neat spot. Probably the easiest way to handle that going. Just an awkward room in general because of all the spiky things flying around. I think that the presence of spiky things can be pretty much random from room to room, though I have seen a room like this before with a couple of them. I don't think they had this orientation, though. I think both of them were bouncing up and down before. So, a lot of things can be varied with, within each creature in each room, too. That, further changes the, what's going to be going into each run and how you have to approach it. But it's, each run is based on just that character that you're using in their equipment. It isn't a start with nothing and finish with what you collect sort of game. It's try to get the best specificity with the equipment you have available, with the choice of what you selected for this generation's hero. Oh no. So, just trying to be very methodical about it. Even though I get extra health as I kill things, it does reach a limit with the Lich. And I think I've reached that limit, so I'm actually going to swap out health for magic so that I can continue building my magic pool by building my health pool and sacrificing it for magic. And that's a special ability that only the Lich King can do. So they're the only class that can actually increase both of their attributes just through regular gameplay, which is a really awesome feature. They don't start with as much health as a barbarian, for example. They don't get any physical damage bonuses, but they often end up with really cool spells like the Ring of Fire or the Ravens is also really neat. I don't know if I hit there, but fire. I like the random stuff flying around in the background in this area. I should probably go back to that area. I'm just gonna finish in a little bit here. A couple earth spellcaster dudes down here. A couple treasures down here. What's the catch? Handle it. Those guys take half damage and knockback if you attack them from the front. I don't think I've seen this room. If I have, I haven't seen it configured like that before, so that's really cool. 2 transition rooms? That means this is hell down here. Yeah. Oh, not gonna go there. Nope, 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 nope. Do another one of those. Keep on building up my magic and my health. So far, I haven't seen any dwarf paths in particular. Oh, there's one. So that's a quick way up if I had noticed it. That grayish right there indicates that's when I can actually get through. What other path to do up there, though? I haven't seen any of the attack painting things yet, though. That's a surprise. Usually they're all over there. Because this is just a couple off the the first early rooms, it's actually got lower level enemies, and I was just fighting a little bit deeper in. So it's going to be kind of a cakewalk again for a moment here. In fact, I feel like these ones are even easier than the ones I was fighting earlier. She was just jumped. Dwarf path. Aha. Aha. So, one other thing I haven't really shown, there's these special things you can get to allow you to replay battles against bosses. Now, I'm not going to be able to win this battle, but... yeah, I'm not even really going to try. But the idea is that you can keep, it doesn't affect my health at all. I can keep replaying the boss, and if I beat it, I get some new loot. I'm trying to make sure by the end of this run that I come out with 6k so I can unlock the dragon class. Oh yeah, spoiler alert. They're really powerful. Surprise, surprise. None of those paintings. Normally there's, enemy painting creature things left and right, but they just aren't doing it this run. I wonder if they're saving it up to trick me with the big one. What you got? I think that makes it that the spike traps don't come up from below me. Yep, nope. Just gotta keep jumping through there, that's right. A couple places there, I'm gonna check left first. Hedgehog's curse. Damn it! That sucks. Hedgehog's curse makes you lose money when you get hit, but it doesn't save you from damage. You take damage too. This isn't going to be the most earnest of runs. That's not even worth it then. Sometimes you get stuff like that, and I might find another place to pray for assistance that'll get me my the curse off of me, basically. We'll see. That's a mimic chest. That's also a mimic chest. I'm just gonna go back down here. Mimic chests are kind of hard to take on with the dwarf because the timing of the shorter weapon is a little more difficult. Would be worth it, but I'm gonna get it. Actually, it's not hardly worth it. It's actually a really easy pattern to avoid. Yeah, just keep going. Random teleport. That can take me anywhere, but isn't necessarily good. In fact, I don't know. Maybe if you use it enough times, it does take you somewhere awesome, but I've never had that happen. Those. Alright, looks like it's off to the forest then. Cool, thanks for joining, Serial. Whoops. Now these rooms are just mean because if you just don't have the hops to get up, you just don't get to get the chest. So that's why I try to make sure I've got enough jumping capacity to get up to those. I kind of want to take on the boss. I want to get a little more health first. Come in with the whole 144 or whatever. Maximize my chances. We gotta get a little bit more health first. Kill a few more things. Yeah, I'll try this guy. Yeah. And it won't let me attack him. That would have been a big comeuppance if I got it. All right. Now next me out. That was easy. I feel like the roof of that room is broken or something. It's time to go fight this boss. Yeah, you know, I'll make sure I'm at full magic. Grab some extra from one of these places. Help the last 4 points of health. And let's see how I do. He spawns a lot of craplings. Or save that for later. Craplings. Alright, I do a hell of a lot of damage if I'm not smart with it. He's almost dead. Bam! That was easier than I expected. And my coins are still waiting here. Alright. So, pretty decent. Give me the loot. Next. I'll replenish first. Oh, no replenishing to be done. That's fine. There we go. Thanks for coming up to my level. I see a treasure chest. Archers first, so get me from behind later. Didn't quite time it. If you can time it to their spike balls completely in the wall, it'll just die and you get an extra kill credit, basically. You again. Try it again. Why I keep playing. Oh yeah, because if I hit on those, it pays out gigantic. You just stuck there? I guess you are. It's unnecessary damage to take, but you know what? I think we can go down here for a moment. Whoops. And get myself hit, apparently. That's right, when they jump, they leave fire trail. Zom boner. I'll continue with the forest. There's no reason to go here yet. If you exit a cell, it restores their health, so unfortunately that little pop out there gave that guy a new lease on life. We're going to need to disable those broadcast notifications, or the SD notifications while I'm broadcasting. I haven't really seen a lot of dwarf paths though. It's been really sparse, and that's kind of funny because there are many runs where I don't have a dwarf and they're just everywhere. Oh, I've already beaten the Game to New Game Plus serial. This is just the one I've been playing, the Procedural Powerhouses run I've been doing. So far, it's actually been pretty solid. I'm still on the same run though, and looks like I might be running up to the time here pretty soon, so I might actually extend this episode by an extra hour. Dwarf path. Doesn't really reach me. Still, I've been making bank on this run. See, that time I got the spiky thing in the wall, and it just disappeared. That's it. There's nothing else to that. It's just a dwarf path. I got that treasure though. It's buggy. Oh well. I got that treasure too. Time to go up. Snag some extra magic. If I can, I'll just avoid those mimics. That might be an option. It only takes a few bits to kill him. Yeah, 3 hits. That's not so bad. I love all the audio for this game. The music and the sound effects and everything is really nice. I should probably warm up with Super Hexagon more often. These have been some really solid runs. Of course, some of it's, still the luck of the procedural generation. collect all my coins again. Whatever. Probably not worth it. So, I'm maxed out on my magic and my health. This is probably just a room I want to get out of as quickly as possible. Just gonna die there. That was a pretty good run, though, to be sure. Whew. All right. I will be back in 1 second, and then I'll be continuing with the third game, or the third kind of procedurally generated game. Give me just a second. All right. I have returned. So, the third type of procedurally generated game, of the three that I've been talking about, is ones where the entire world is generated in one shot, and then all of what you're doing in the game is modifying and surviving and building up within the confines of that one world. You can a lot of times take that character and put it in a different world, or create a new character and put it in a world that you had previously been playing in, and that has some different effects and different results to it as well, which are really cool. It's really awesome being able to do that, because with a game like Terraria, you get this real sense of discovery and exploration, all the different caverns and chasms and stuff, and you can find them as you dig through. You can find them just going from one path to another. if you're going down the Wizard Spire area, you can sometimes see some of the other zones out to the sides of it. It's pretty cool. So that's one of the things I really like about the third style that I'm talking about here, the world at once being generated, is that you kind of, it's almost like you get the story of that character and the story of that world and all of that just kind of built into that session. It might not necessarily be a written story so much as just your own personal story of how you progress through it, and what you achieve, what you accomplish, the order in which you find certain things, if things have an order to them, etc. So the third style thing here I'm going to present with 3089, and it's a really fun game. So let me load that up here and get the window all set up. All right. Just give me a second to get it set up on the viewer here. Still isn't showing up yet, is it? There we go. Let me just change its placement here. All right, here we go. I'm just going to start a new custom game. Procedural Powerhouses. Oh, really? Let's try that again. Procedural bot. I don't mean to keep on pausing here, I just want to make sure everything's running properly. You just dropped off in the middle of the red base, not giving any context to the situation. They just kind of give you the instructions along the way. The buildings are all procedurally generated. The map is procedurally generated. And I can keep on scrolling my thumb like this and going out in the distance. It doesn't stop. Difficulty 100. Keeps on going, keeps on going. So if I wanted to keep playing, the enemies will keep getting tougher and the equipment keeps getting stronger. So it's just a matter of continuing to progress along, getting better equipment and being able to fight off the tougher enemies. I don't know if like 90 to 100 is the same kind of jump as 1 to 10 or even 1 to 5, because I haven't really gotten that far yet. But let's see about how far we can get in a little bit here, and then I might even switch up and show off a little bit of either Terraria or another game. Because again, being able to just build the world in one shot and do whatever with it is really great. Because some things are going to be changing, but within this one world, I can learn it. I can learn the different parts of it where I have better cover, where I have better access to resources, etc. So it's just a matter of kind of taking in your surroundings and evaluating how you want to progress. Those giant things are surveyors. They don't really do much, but you're not supposed to kill them. So I start with some points. I can put them wherever I want. Early on, I like to put a lot of points into agility, just so I can carry more stuff and move quickly without being too encumbered. But I also like to put a little bit into piloting, because you can do a lot really quickly with some piloting skills. And I guess I'll put a couple in some guns. So what I mean about the piloting stuff, I can just grab an aircraft and start shooting stuff. It's an easy way to get started. This vehicle does not have a gun on it, however, so I need to cruise around and see if I can find an air pad that does have a vehicle with some teeth on it. But it's entirely unnecessary. This is just the way I happen to be starting this run. You can start it however you want and play it however you want. It's really very much a sandbox. And that's really what this style of game is. It really is a sandbox of sorts. Most of the games where the world is procedurally generated in one shot, either a sandbox entirely or strong sandbox elements are present. It makes it really, really cool. And when I say sandbox, the opposite of that is a theme park, essentially. Need 5.4 skill for that. Darn. So initially I can just run around and open boxes and stuff and try to find some equipment in them, or I can go to some of these buildings that may have terminals in them. And it should highlight, like this one here has got armor and health, a workstation, weapons. So weapons are kind of essential. I'm gonna go get myself a weapon. There's no falling damage. What you got for me here? So you can either get a weapon in full, or you can get parts and put them together. Yeah. I think what's going to do the best for me is just grabbing this knife with the piloting skills. equipping it. Now melee weapons have this cool feature when you hold right click and charge them up, you can lock onto things, and it's actually really easy to take down aircraft with melee attacks, which is a weird balance, a weird mechanic, but it works. It works in the context of the game. Sword part. Let's see what the other plane is. Not really sold on the. Let me in. 5.5. I've got 5.4. I've got the knife. Oh, I guess because I've got to have it in my hand. That's right. So this is a lot more conventional. Of course, you get stopped when you hit an enemy aircraft. It doesn't necessarily inflict any damage. That's nice. That enemy was defeated. Every enemy you defeat should drop something, so there should be some loot around here somewhere.
Target lost.
Should I say? And early on, it really is just, you know, stay near the base. Try to get a little more powerful. There's also quests. I should probably show you a quest. Where's the quest giver? There we go. No, wait. Tell me there's a quest giver in the starting town at least. My goodness. No. Well, it is a procedurally generated game. There we go. Though that is potentially a contested building. So it'll tell me where to go for it. I need to take them to the objective. Or rather, they will automatically snap to me as I go, and they just need to not die. Of course, I could be dead here. Decoys are useful. this objective point. Go back and get the next person to their objective point. There's got to be a ramp around here somewhere. Let me back up a little bit so I might just be able to find some fluid. There's a ramp. I'll probably have to dedicate an entire episode to this game just to really show off the features and the good stuff that goes on with it. Lightning. I don't know if that actually does damage or if it's just environmental. Before I proceed, I need to get some food. There's a lot of health consumables and stuff that I'll generally drop. And I'll back up here. That's a good location. I'm really surprised that I haven't found a that I guess starts an event right there too when you actually do that. Energy rifle, energy launcher, sword chips. I don't really have enough to make anything in particular. But I'll get some defenses though. These worthwhile. And
running iron rocket.
some radiation protection is probably worthwhile. You can go with this one though.
Overlord communication
Keep up the theme of increasing my capabilities in piloting. Where's the air pad? It's up right here. These little time things I find are cool too because they allow you to go into time rip mode, which allows you to kind of move faster than everything else.
Routine system check complete.
So this will at least get me close to the objective point. Of course, enemy air might potentially intercept me along the way, so you know, you take your chances. There we go. And 6 skill points from that, which is gigantic. That red waypoint, that's where a boss creature is, though they're kind of tough. I'm gonna start getting my prestige. There's press D for that actually. Because this allows me to do something very cool, which is to build an army.
Following target.
Meteor shower. Okay, I need to get the hell out of here.
Overlord communication process.
So you get to see the meteor shower. They destroy things. So a large radio explosion, sometimes they leave this meteor shard behind that, when it's used as an item, pretty much creates a meteor-like explosion. But of course, to collect one, you put yourself at risk of getting hit by a meteor. Respawned yet. It's fine. So now this army I've got will engage any target I engage. Sweet. XX Afro X99. This is 3089. Let me make an update, because I guess I didn't. Oh yeah, this is 3089. It's a procedurally generated game, in as much as it generates the entire world in one shot when you create it, and then you get to pretty much explore as far as you want. It keeps getting more and more difficult the further you go. So, really cool feature. Back to where that West Giving Station was. Where was that? Oh, here's a different one. If I want to venture out that far. Okay, it's still on my waypoint. But before I head out, I'm gonna get some more buddies. You just need a little bit of prestige to get the level 1 dudes to follow you. Pick up some aircraft too. Nice. A little air squad started. Switch out this plane. Ooh, that's got a really tight shot to it. I've got this little force following me. Do a lot more, probably a lot more quick questing, and probably a lot more difficult stuff too. Assume they properly follow me inside. Oh good, I hope we I'll use that. Each one gets 6 charges, so plenty. All the quests are also procedurally generated. I'm gonna go for the skill converter, or the base converter rather. And that enemy base to the north, that's going to be my target. I'm gonna build up a little larger force though before I go in. Guarding this turret.
Coloring target.
Whoop. Join the crew. The intent is just to come in with such overwhelming force that I can overcome whatever enemy threats there are, because they're going to be more powerful than the forces that I'm bringing here. These guys are basically level 1s, and we're going to be fighting level 3s.
Coloring target. Enemy aim. Enemy aim detected.
Looks like a pretty massive force though, doesn't it?
Coloring target.
Got a bunch of birds, got a bunch of ground forces. It's time for a little invasion. This fortuitous quadrant. That'll probably be the easiest one to get. Let's do this. That got shot down quickly. We gotta get back up there and get after it. Nice. Good work, team. Do we have enough? Yes! It begins. It begins. continue. I think I'll take us down this way, actually. Yes. All right. The base takeover is a new mechanic they added, and I actually really like it. Because for me, it definitely gives me something to do as I go along. I mean, not only are there the boss things to sort of defeat, but really for me, I'm trying to defeat the blue team. So, what better way than to destroy their architecture and or not destroy, but take over the architecture, I should say. These fighters, I guess they're 16. Not enough of those yet. There's a big old pack over there. That's gonna be tough. This room, chips. Other chips in here. There you go. Stuff I don't need I can sell, but I can potentially get some better equipment here than what I've currently got. Not even a deep light, actually.
Routine system check complete.
No, they're looking pretty strong still. I would have expected to lose a lot more, I guess because the UFOs aren't out yet. The ground forces can hang in for a while.
Area signs detected.
Should put that tile in the prestige. Oh. I still don't even have a ranged weapon yet.
Routine system check complete.
Damn, are they going to allow us to storm all the way up into here? If I can take this, then they're really in trouble because I can start getting access to level 3 weapons without not as much interference. Nope. Enemies. You guys can come in, you know. You don't have to just stay on the outside. I'll sell some stuff at some point. I'm not really gonna go through everything right now. soon after that hoverboard. Oh well. Building up the money is the easy part. First is actually clearing the space and taking the over.
Time detected. Target of time detected.
Well, at least my allies have the outside held down.
Time detected. Time detected. Target. Target. Time detected.
Aha, you've been stunned, asshole. That works. Oh wow, they're holding way out there. Where are my ground forces go? Are they all eliminated? Might be.
Hostile area. Target.
Yeah, this will clear those enemies for me.
Target lost.
Oh, they're level 3, that nice. Pistol, empty pistol, new rifle, new rifle. Is there a workstation in here? No. Still in here. Okay, there it is. Pathetic. What a waste. Oh, this is how I gotta do it. This is how I gotta do it. Ooh. Energy rifle 4 part. Love. probably about time for me to head back to the start zone. They're probably gonna get my ass kicked out here. Well, actually, I've got some allies here now. They're indeed level 3 allies, too.
Coloring target.
There, they should be a little more powerful. A little better
Coloring target.
combat prowess from the allies here. 16.7 still.
Coloring target.
All clear.
You're protecting a turret.
Running diagnostics. Overlord communication processed. Coloring target.
Coloring target.
No
Sweet.
hostile detected.
Starting to build up a sizable force here, and these guys are way tougher than the first ones I came in with. Just a random rifle partner.
Routine system check complete. Routine system check complete.
Still can't, yeah, especially can't fly that. It's almost double my skill range. Might as well take this tower here. Yeah, you know what? I think I'll finish out this hour with 3089 just to continue showing it off. So, leave it here? Nope. That's just a quick capture. There are friendly bases out in the distance beyond the one that I started as well. And those folks can be recruited as well just as easily. 10.6, goodness, what level are you? 3. Okay. I can do that. You there, come with me. We've got some blues time. Oh. Still enemies around here. Oh, turret. Ooh, that's a corrosive turret. That's no fun. Why they don't want to path into buildings, I just don't know. Guess I gotta bring them along from this way if I want them to actually come in.
Overlord communication processed.
Come on, guys. Or was that it? No, there's still that turret up there, isn't
Diagnostics.
there? Why'd you all go outside? What the hell is wrong with you? That's I guess something that needs a little bit of work is the follow AI. This is atrocious. Just follow me up to the turret, guys. Come on. So lazy.
Overlord communication processed.
So that what makes this robot special. Not any of the other stuff, just the fact that he actually understands how to navigate the indoors. It's kind of annoying. Suffice to say, I'm not going to be able to clear that segment if I can't get those guys up in there, so I'll just move on. Zero rarity. I don't know what the heck that's doing out here. I guess they were all killed by the meteor shower or something.
Hostile defense targeting.
Alright. Should be able to do it here then.
Entity lost.
Sweet. I guess they don't really feel like fighting that guy. Oh well. There we go. I got my heavy hitter shooting at me.
Enemy lost. Target lost.
Is that it in this segment? Yeah. 2 skill points. Oh, really? I guess difficulty, or the skill points is half the difficulty of the segment that you're taking.
All clear.
All clear. No hostile detected. Overlord communication processed.
Overlord communication processed.
Enemies, huh? Rare. We're on the far side of that now.
All clear. No hostile detected.
Running diagnostics.
Running diagnostics.
Firing.
cool stuff going. I can see that I'm the weak link in these forces now. What? Is that back line of sight? Hope so. I'm just going to return to my backup. Alright. I need to find a crafting station around here somewhere. Workstation. There we go. Notice I'm getting kind of slow, so I'm going to pump up my agility some more.
No lost items detected. Running diagnostics.
There we are. Okie dokie. Put those together. Swap those. Level 3 pants. Put that sword together. Does a little more damage. Let's look at my helmets and my bonus stars. Defense and piloting. And there's raw defense. I can be back up. Torso. The bottom part. 3 defense, 1.8 piloting. There's a little piloting, but that other stuff is nice. Better blade for the dagger. Or still have a better grip too. This is the fun stuff. This is the fact that you can just, sit around and maximize your gear. Serial, this is 3089. I'll be wrapping it up in just a few minutes here. So, like a higher stun chance. I guess that's gonna be my piloting weapon now. Backup here. Backup doesn't really matter that much until I actually have somewhere to store it. Right now it's just kind of been encumbering, so I might end up having to pick some of those things. Energy rifle. What are the better energy rifle bodies of the two? Oh, that's a 4. So it's gonna have to be like that. So I'm gonna try to make an energy rifle. Body, the barrel. I still need a magazine. At least I'll be a lot better armed the next time I go that way. So I've got a 1 and a 2. Fail. Hey, there we go. I've got a 3. CPU is a 2 with prestige. Yeah. Guns and prestige, even better. And that can just be a backup. Here to sell stuff. These torso pieces. I'm building a pistol right now, or an energy pistol. Not really using ammo right now either. So I need a magazine, energy rifle magazine. Weapon station Is there a weapon station? Yeah. Okay. And then once I finish arming up, I'll probably wrap up the session. Points to distribute. That's fine. This is the building I'm looking for, right? No. One more. So as you can see, just the little bit that I did in an hour, I mean, I was able to kind of start getting going, build up a bit of a force, go take some enemy territory, explore a little bit, do some questing, build up my equipment a little, build up my skills a little. And that's pretty much how this game goes, is just keep going out, incrementally getting tougher and tougher and tougher, letting you go further and further and further. And if you go the prestige route, you can actually, get a really substantial army going. 5.6. I like the sound of that.
All clear.
I want to build up an energy launcher. It's kind of expensive anyway. I don't have the funds.
No hostiles detected.
Doesn't look like they have any of what I really need here. Oh well. The rifle parts. I guess I need level 3 rifle parts. At least level 2.
No hostiles detected.
All good. Any more weapon stations? Nope. Well then, just before I finish my session here, I'll put that together like that. Check that one. And you know what? That'll be good. So, I thank everybody very much for tuning in here for Procedural Powerhouses episode 4 and kind of getting a glimpse at the 3 different types of procedurally generated styles of games: the puzzle type, the level builder type, and the sandbox world builder type. So, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. And I will see you again next week at the exact same time, 1 p.m. Pacific. Thanks, and bye-bye.